Today on Ramble On, Ark survival devolved into litigation. My rusty dick is bigger than yours. Rockstar, $150 million man. Lion's head locked off. Hideo Kojima drinks fluids. Super speed Mario Brothers. I tried to do a super speed run type thing, but I couldn't get the headline off. But somebody smashes the speed run on Super Mario Brothers. Yeah! Here we go, yeah. So, hello, and welcome to Ramble On, episode 57. Tell me if the music's too loud. You're going to have to say in the comments, and I'll try and catch up. Adam's away at the moment. Adam is in. I'll let him talk in the chats and let him explain where he is. Yeah. So this is episode 57. So let's get on with it, innit? Where's Adam? There, absolute Jew. He's right there with a master sword. Fucking hell. The only two people talking have got master swords. You both had me. I wonder if one of you can block each other. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to try and get through all this news myself. I'm trying to get through everything that Adam's done because he put a lot of work in it, so I'm covering as much as I can. So let's start off with Ark Survival Evolved has actually been sued for $40 million. And the reason being is, apparently, one of the been sued by. Sorry, I'm a bit tired. Yeah. So the studio behind Ark Survival Evolved is called Studio Wildcard, and they've been sued by Trendy Entertainment, the people that make Dungeon Defenders, which if you've never played, play. It's really good. It's a tower defense game, but you can play it up to 4-player co-op, and it's top down. It's really good. Me and Warren used to play it all the time. We hammered the fuck out of it. Well, anyway, Trendy were trying to sue Studio Wildcard because a ex-employee of theirs, Jeremy Staglitz, boom, Nightbot's up there. Jeremy Staglitz breached his contract by quitting and then apparently going to work for Studio Wildcard. Now, a lot of companies do this. When you sign up to work for a company, they have a non-competitive clause in your contract, meaning that you can't go into the same industry for another 12 months or something after you've left your current workplace, and that's mainly to stop you from taking trade secrets away and sharing them with another company. Well, apparently, Jeremy Staglitz's wife, Claire Staglitz, is actually the co-founder of Studio Wildcard, the people that make not Combat Evolved, that's Halo, Ark Survival Evolved. Now, originally, Trendy wanted, what was it now, $600 million. $600 million, because they find it as a massive breach of contract, but they can't sue Studio Wildcard for this, surely, because that's retarded. So they should be suing him. But what they're suggesting is Jeremy Staglitz has gone in working for Studio Wildcard off books and also trying to poach over Trendy Entertainment staff to go over. It's all a bit bollocks, really. I mean, I think what's happened here is Trendy Games has realised that they can't actually massively sue an individual for a shit ton of money, but they can sue this other company. Now, he's not actually on their book, so technically they shouldn't really be allowed, which is probably where they've come to this $40 million. Yeah, I want 600 million. Who wouldn't want 600 million? But this is probably where they've come to this $40 million. They've gone like, oh, right, okay, granted, they're married, so some of this information could have gone back and forth. There's no real evidence that you've been poaching staff, so we'll give them $40 million. Now, surprisingly, Ark Survival Evolved is actually selling really, really well. They've made a fuck ton of money off that. Even though it's still only technically in early access, apparently later on this year the full retail game is going to come out. But $600 million, you know, it's a strange world we live in, where that's an accepted amount, or a reasonable amount to ask for anybody, or off anybody. I want $600 million, please. No, you can have 40. Alright. What a fucking brilliant thing. I might ask Hyndburn Borough Council for £600 million, because I don't agree with them, and they should be paying me, because I bring industry into their county. So, you reckon I'm going to get paid out 40 billion? No, it's nonsense. Anyway, right, so I'm going to try and bang through, there's a few short ones, and then, I don't know, you see, I'm going to talk slowly, otherwise I'll fire for all this, I have nothing to do. It'll be a very, very short episode. So, some short ones here. Zen Pinball, who make a very, very good pinball game. It's available on practically every platform at the moment. They usually have themed tables that you can download. They did a set of, they've done several sets of Marvel pinball tables. Some of them are very, very, very good. I keep saying, I had the Avengers ones, and Street Fighter 2, I had that was good. Yeah, so that's it, very short one. Right. Flappy Birds has been modded onto an e-cigarette battery. You can get some e-cigs that show the battery life and how powerful the draw is going to be on it. Well, somebody's modded the digital display on that, so you can play Flappy Birds. Which only goes to prove, once again, that shit truly does get everywhere. Sony have cancelled somebody's account due to the fact that he refuses to pay some charges. Now, initially when you hear that, you think that's reasonable. But when you find out that he had been hacked, somebody had gone onto his account and paid $75 in three payments, three $25 payments for NBA 2K16 and some in-game credits. This user disputes this, says that he doesn't have that game, he doesn't play that game, and does not want to pay these charges, which I'm fully on board with. I was hacked on my Xbox account. Somebody had hacked my account and bought lots and lots and lots of FIFA points, you know, for the Ultimate Team bollocks. So I rang up Xbox, and what they did is they cancelled those payments, give me a refund, closed my account down, but rebooted it within 2 or 3 days. But Sony are permanently cancelled his account until he pays this up. Now, he doesn't want this. He doesn't want to pay it because it's not anything to do with him. Somebody's hacked his account or unauthorized access to his account and made these payments. And I'm fully on board with him, and I support him in the standing fast and not paying. Now, apparently this user's been a PlayStation Network user for over 6 years, so he's been subscribing, he's been paying his dues, and God knows he must have bought games online as well. You know, you never know how much money he's put into this. So for Sony to kick off with this, now another thing about these digital store credits and stuff that you can buy, you can trace which account then uses them. So if Sony can't trace that far, that's on Sony's end. That's pathetic, because if he's disputing this, they should go, right, well that can't be used. This can't be used. Look, we're not allowed to use that anymore. And whoever's using those credits and that game, they should just put a block on that and go, there you go. And if it is him, it'll be detrimental to his gameplay anyway, so he's never going to see the benefit of this $75. I just think Sony are just handling it quite stupidly, really. Let's have a quick look. I logged the e-cig across. Yeah, I presume. Yeah. Well, Adam was quite good at Flappy Birds, and very good indeed. He had challenges with his friends, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I was shit at it. I was never very good at the good old Flappy Flaps. It wasn't my cup of tea. Still, I can't really speak. I spammed a lot of people with Candy Crush Saga Jelly game requests. So who am I? Who am I to complain? Red Dead map revealed. This is another thing that's blown the internet up. Red Dead map, people lose their shit, is what I've written here. Internet buzz suggests that this game will be a prequel to Red Dead Redemption. Now, the thing is about Red Dead Redemption is Red Dead Redemption was a sequel to Red Dead Revolver. Can you be bad at Candy Crush? Oh, I'm terrible at Candy Crush. I'm fucking terrible at Candy Crush. Ask Jasmine. Jasmine's a demon on Candy Crush. Absolute demon. Yeah, so Red Dead Redemption 2, or whatever it's going to be called, is apparently a prequel, according to the internet. No real sources. Nobody's actually said anything specific about this. Somebody probably alluded to it, which isn't really saying yes, about it being a prequel to Red Dead Redemption. But a lot of people keep forgetting about Red Dead Revolver, which was the prequel to Red Dead Redemption. Red Dead Redemption is Red Dead 2, essentially. But people just ignore that because people got short-term memories. And these are people who really, really like PlayStation 2 and praise it as being the god's gift to consoles. And it was released exclusively on PlayStation 2, and people decided to forget about it. It was a third-person shooter. I wasn't a big fan of it. It wasn't very good. That's probably why people ignore it. But I find it weird if is it going to be set in the Wild West, you see, because Red Dead Revolver was the beginning of the Wild West. Red Dead Redemption follows through pretty much straight after Red Dead Revolver and then ends at the end of the Wild West. Now, the Wild West only happened it was only a 12-year period between 1882 and 1894. And it ends at the end of the Wild West. So unless this game is pre-Wild West, which would make it the frontiers and moving up, I'm not too sure. But yeah, another internet have jumped over everything because that's what the internet do. Fucking internet bollocks. What are you looking at? All right, yeah. Cat's eating its food, yeah. Come in here. Oh, he knows I'm filming, he's hiding out of the way. Okay, on to another story. Keeping with Rockstar though, Rockstar are currently trying to be sued by their former boss, who's trying to take Take-Two, not necessarily Rockstar, but Take-Two to court for 150 million. His name is Leslie Benzies. I want to buy some Benzies. Leslie Benzies. His claim is that Rockstar and Take-Two terminated his contract whilst he was on a sabbatical. Now, I had a look at the sabbatical, and I'm not fully. His sabbatical. It sounds like a Jewish word. He started sabbatical the 1st of September 2014. They ended his contract in January 2015. So I think that's a reasonable timescale to say he's not fucking coming back. Let's end this contract. But he's claiming £150 million is apparently owed to him from royalties and profit sharing, which is apparently part of being quite high up in Rockstar. You get profit sharing. he was the head of marketing or something. He went around and told everybody, my game is the shit. You should buy this game because my game is the shit. So Rockstar has responded to this by saying bollocks. It's not exactly what they said. What they actually said was, it's downright bizarre. I mean, there is an article online which rabbits on into more depth about it. It's basically a he said, she said. Leslie Benitez is saying that him and Dan and Sam Hausers, who are the original, a sabbatical can last up to a year, because I know that Sabbat is the mourning, isn't it? It's what you do when you're in mourning. It's a Jewish thing for when you're in mourning, if I remember correctly. So it can last up to a year. That's fucking ridiculous. I'm going to take a sabbatical. You expect to get paid on a sabbatical? Do you get paid full price and full time for a sabbatical? Because fuck it, I'll take a sabbatical. I'll take 7 in a row. I want 7 sabbaticals. I'll take my entire life's worth of sabbaticals right now. Still get paid. I can sort my shit out. Sorted. But yeah, so he said that when he joined Rockstar, he was in, we know it as a career break. Career break, easier. Yeah, but so you don't get paid for a career break. If I turn around to work and said, I'm having a career break, they'll go, okay, fair enough. Right, sorted. You're not getting paid. So, and I think that's reasonable. Okay, keep on writing. Latin, sabbaticus. Okay, well, yeah, it could be. Yeah, it could be. But the thing is, it's all speculation at the moment because it was all word of mouth. It's all verbal contracts. Now, verbal contracts are binding, but rest from work or break, often lasting from 2 months to a year. Fucking ridiculous. I want a sabbatical now. But what he's saying that when Sam and Dan Hausers created Rockstar North, he was trotted along into there, and they all said word of mouth that they had the same contracts as him. He's got the same contracts as them, so that he's due the same amount of percentage for profit sharing as they're entitled to. Now, the thing is about verbal contracts is you need a non-partisan party there, if that's the correct terminology, to basically play not devil's advocate, but to play a neutral party. You need a neutral party there, so that if ever this verbal contract comes into court, you can go, yeah, I said that, or no. But the thing is his contract was with 2 people who are brothers. They don't give a fuck about him. And he's claiming that it was deceit and shit's on a deception going on. I'm not too sure. I'm not part of this, but this is what's currently going on in Rockstar. If he does win this 150 million, and Tales of Red Dead Redemption 2, which is Red Dead 3, numbers in games, if that is true with the map and the leakage, we might see something at E3 or announced at some point soon. In which case, they'll make over that 150 million and he can go and swing. Very strange. What have we got up here? But if he was on a career break, he shouldn't receive any earnings, surely. Well, I agree with that, yeah. If he was on a career break, he can't take, unless, he should only be, well, this is what he's claiming for. He's actually not claiming for anything after his sabbatical. He's claiming for money owed before. And then he's suing a little bit on top because he's been dismissed and he shouldn't have been. So for a lot of it is correct, and I agree, he shouldn't be entitled to the earnings unless he was there. So he is claiming that, but he's also claiming sort of damages for losing his job. They usually just blag people, don't they? But that's weird. It's something I might keep an eye on and just see how it rolls out over the next few months, really. But yeah, Rockstar, they'll make that money back. They could release a turd open. They could release an open world map for GTA 5 right now. Bit of story content, costing 15 quid. Bang, they'll make that back. They'll make that back. 15 quid, 1 million people buy it. Easy. So there's nothing to worry about. I don't think Rockstar are terrified in the slightest there. So let's get drinking. I'm not driving. And on to the next story. Ping pong. Ping pong. Yeah, they could just re-release that in HD. Yeah, so next story is Star Wars Battlefront. It's this kind of a funny, awkward nonsense type thing, this. Star Wars Battlefront have an update that's coming called the Bespin update. This Bespin update isn't free, by the way, it's part of your season pass. In this Bespin update, you get Lando Calrissian, you get Dengar the Bounty Hunter, and for those who don't know who Dengar is, Dengar is the guy with the towel around his head. He's a bounty hunter. You'll see him in Empire Strikes Back and very briefly at Jabba's palace in Return of the Jedi. Yeah, he has it's kind of khaki coloured, and he's got chest plate armour on. Yeah, so Dengar's in that, along with 4 more heroes apparently, so you can play them too as heroes. Also Bespin, and apparently Bespin's going to have AT-ATs on it. Now I'm not too sure whether the people who have made Star Wars Battlefront knows that the planet Bespin is actually a gas planet, and the city of Bespin, the Bespin city, is actually because it's a Bactana gas. Yeah, that's what. Yeah, Bactana gas, whatever. It's a gas giant, and that's that. And then Bespin City is just that city, and you see majority of it from when they're coming to fly in. So I can't see where you're going to put AT-ATs there, but I'm sure they've spoken to somebody and they've gone, yeah, it's fine. But what they're saying is they're going to give you some more offline gameplay, which is all well and good if it was a free update. But this is part of your season pass. Yeah? It doesn't go into specifics as to what your offline modes are going to be. They're probably just going to be the normal mods that you've got, but you can play them offline now. Which is then stupid, you see, because then you buy the game, you go, right, I've heard that this is offline now. Yeah, I can play this offline. And you put it in, and you're like, right, okay, go offline. I have to buy that DLC. So yeah, you have to buy the DLC in order to play it offline. So then they're still expecting you to buy the game at full price, to then buy the DLC to play it offline. There's not enough gameplay there offline, normally. Still, absolutely, the sound design and the visual design is just fucking stunning of that game, though. I mean, that's never been disputed by me. Like that there. Let's have a look at what time we're on. 36 minutes apparently. Minus all the time it took me to go to the shop. Okay, on to a final piece of paper. Fuck that game, Mr. Jew. Fuck it royally. Okay. Lion's Head was locked off. So, Lion's Head Gaming has completely, officially shut down. It's gone. It's gone bye-bye. And with it was Fable Legends. The game that has technically been played longer than Star Wars Battlefront, but never ever came out. So, yeah, it's been shut down completely. All those people who have paid for in-game currency, which I find fucking outrageous. It's an open beta, but you can still pay for it. That's fucking... Oh, it's disgusting. But anyway, anybody who's paid for in-game currency, you get a refund for it, basically. So Fable's gone. Fable's blah, dead. So it's fucked off. Which is... Shouldn't have in-game... No, it shouldn't. It's just fucking... It's cheeky. It's really fucking cheeky. It's like being in a supermarket and I'm going, would you like to try this cheese? Yeah, yes please. £5 please. Wow. No, so still, it's not like that at all, but imagine that would have been funny. That was shit, that. So yeah, it's ridiculous. So it's gone. It's gone bye-bye. So that means Fable's disappeared, which is slightly gutting, because I wouldn't mind the Fable origins, for want of a better term. Basically like Fable 1 again. You know, it doesn't need to be this super deep RPG. It had charm, it had character. It was a really nice game. I loved wandering around Albion in Fable 1 and Fable 2 for that matter. Fable 2 was a pretty good game. So anyway, I've come up with this idea. Maybe Microsoft, oh I know, Sean Connery on your ash. Maybe Microsoft should give it to Rare. They're doing fuck all but sitting back saying, well, we did GoldenEye and Banjo. And all those people who made that game were fucked off anyway. So why don't give it to Rare? They own Rare. Rare make nothing. Okay. Can't remember the David Brent impression. I don't know which one it were. I'll have to watch it back. So yeah, give it to Rare. They own Rare. Mind you, saying that, Rare started making Killer Instinct, the new Killer Instinct, and then Double Helix was brought in to fix that with you and make that good. So, but yeah, I'd give it Rare. Tell them to go in a different art direction and see what they can do with it. Don't give them a time limit. Just say, work on that in the background while you're doing whatever else Microsoft pay Rare to do. Just work on it in the background. Just get something solid under your feet and then move forward. That's what I'd do. I mean, £5. Oh, you are. Okay. Oh, too much work. Yeah. So I don't know. What are your thoughts? What are Rare doing? Nobody knows. Nobody knows what Rare are doing. It'll be a rare day in hell that we find out what they're doing. So, right, yeah, so onward, ever onward. A young man by the name of Darbian. I don't think he's some guy from Derby. Any American viewer won't get that. He's set an absolute stupid time on Super Mario Brothers. It's a speed run all the way through. He was allowed to, I think they call it a non-perfect run or something like that, where you're allowed to use any kind of tweaks and glitches in the game to try and get your speed run. And he set a time, a retardedly quick time of 4 minutes 57 seconds and 260 milliseconds, which beat his previous time of 4 minutes 57 seconds and 427 milliseconds. He's basically shaved off best part of 200 milliseconds off his time, and he's retired from that now. He's gone, you know what, boom! Boom, 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 boom! Had enough. I'm done. I'll quit. I'm not going to beat that time. Apparently, some people were saying that it is as close to a perfect time that a human can do. So that's Darbian, the guy from Derby. He's, yeah. There's a video on the group. Somebody else has shared it on the group. I'm not too sure whether it's Adam. Go and check it out. It's a bit fucking mental. Don't watch it now though. Watch it after. And finally, in news, big dick swinging. Rust, the survival em up, MMO survival em up, has been randomly designating you your member size, resulting in men doing what men do, apparently, according to women. This is what women think we do, which is compare dick sizes. I think it's more of an American thing. I don't think UK guys go, come on, show us your dick. I think Americans like big dick swinging. I don't know. What I find funny about Americans is it seems to be the straight men that are more into the size of people's dicks than it is any other section. But yeah, so because you started the game naked, yeah, I think we should watch AI trying for the best time. Yeah, the AI will be brilliant because it'll just go, well, what you need to do here is just tap back 17 times at the beginning, then down, and you'll drop through to the last level, and it takes 35 seconds. You'd be like, fuck, because the AI is going to suss the glitches out better, isn't it? Well, I would assume so anyway, because surely it would see where the mind you, it depends how the AI is programmed, really. But yeah, with a Rust, when you create a character, when you create a male member, its member is randomly size adjusted. So if you think you're cheating by making yourself 17 foot tall and built like a brick shithouse, you might only have a small walnut whip. So that's unusual. So yeah, there's a little meta game that's going on Rust, which is loads of naked dudes just running over to each other and seeing who's got the biggest dick. Weird. And that's the news. That's the news, single player abuse. You see, we missed Adam being here, because Adam being here would be able to have a bit of back and forth, isn't it? But, so let's get on to new releases. Yeah, so got a list this week, look. Oh, maybe we can slightly make that. I'm trying to. There you go. Fucking actual releases this week. None of them good. Well, one of them, which is out tomorrow. But anyway, Abused. Massively swift, like a finger in a pie. Okay, let's bang through these. So Monday the 18th, which is today, you've got Danganronpa 2. Goodbye Despair. Never played a Danganronpa game. I struggle with the name, that's why. That's coming out on PC. Tomorrow, the 19th, we have The Banner Saga 2 for PC. I've tried to speak to Stoic Games to try and get a couple of review codes and stuff, so I can give one to the Patreons, but the press teams ignored me. So anyway, you can check out the review I did, which I need to edit because it's worded terribly in some points, of Banner Saga 1, because I finally got my website working, so there we go. So yeah, that's out tomorrow. Invisible Ink Console Edition for the PlayStation 4, Axiom Verge for the Vita, Langrisser Reincarnation Tensei for the 3DS, Blues and Bullets Episode 1 and 2 for the PlayStation 4, Koi for the PlayStation 4, Lichdom Mage Battle Mage for PlayStation 4, Loud on Planet, apparently. Yeah. Loud on Planet X. I don't know how to write this shit. PC, PS4, Masquerade, The Baubles of Doom. Baubles. Now, I know that Masquerade is an RPG game, isn't it? I mean, it's a board game, it's a pen and paper game. And I'm presuming, or assuming, that the Baubles of Doom is something that's canon to Masquerade, or Vampire Masquerade, or whatever, but basically Masquerade. Because I wouldn't call a game Baubles of Doom, because it sounds dangly and scrotulent. There's a new word for you. And that's coming out on PC, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Xbox 360. It's on everything. Okay, we have Pang Adventures, PlayStation 4, and Shantae and the Pirate's Curse, PlayStation 4. There's all PlayStation 4 games. PlayStation 4 seems to be, in my opinion, tipping towards PlayStation 2 with the amount of shitty shovelware that comes out on it. Okay, Wednesday the 20th is the arcade game series for PlayStation 4. Dig Dug, Gallagher, Miss Pac-Man, Pac-Man. They're all coming out that day. Nobody gives a fuck. Okay, Friday is a big day actually. I'm not too sure whether Mr. Garstang's going to get this or not, but Star Fox Zero is out for the Wii U, and a game called Star Fox Guard for the Wii U. Do you know anything about Star Fox Guard? You'll have to chat. And the Battlefleet Gothic Armada for the PC, Ratchet and Clank for the PlayStation 4, only in Europe. Rugby Challenge 3 for the PlayStation 3, PS4, Xbox 360, Xbox One. Lumo, Linux, Mac, PC, PlayStation 4 and Vita, and Battle Ages for the Xbox One. Oh. Yeah, press team are fucking ignorant. They are ignorant. I've tried talking to them, but you just don't want anything to do with me because they're a set of hairy ass baboons. Baboonska. Let's have a look here. So boop, 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 boop. Oh, try this one. Ah, Voice of the People. Okay, this is going to be very short. See, Adam does a lot of this work. You guys don't seem to realise this. Guard is some weird camera game. That's fucking... I didn't bother researching, I just thought I'd get off there, we'll get a bit of this, get a bit of that. Done. Yeah. So, yeah, Voice of the People. The people have spoken. For those who turned up early and saw the intro card, that intro card has a picture that was made on Fallout 4 using the Wasteland DLC, and it was made by Christopher Billsborough. He wrote a review for the website for the Wasteland DLC, but yeah, he made that Show Me Games thing, so that's going to be the intro card for the people who live stream. Anybody who wants to make us fan art and stuff, I'll put it there at the beginning, so check that shit out. Very, very short Voice of the People. I'm sure that this episode's ridiculously short already. Okay, so Paul Ashton, Pash, and that's my cat meowing. He shared a video. It's a little clip. It's currently up there. It should be quite high up in the group if you go on it now. Shared a video, and the tagline is "When you forget you're playing Dark Souls 3 and not Skyrim." And it's basically a guy in Dark Souls. He sees a dragon off in the distance, and he's like, "Ha! I shall take a shot at said demon." And he shoots it with an arrow. The arrow takes a while to hit it. Once it does hit it, there's a little bit of movement. He's like, "Oh, this dragon," and then it flames the fuck out of him. And goodbye. Boom. That is basically Dark Souls. Pash! Jack Taylor, he shared a cool as fuck t-shirt. I don't know if you guys have seen it. It's the original cover to Star Wars A New Hope, with Luke standing there with his lightsaber in the air and Leia around his leg and Darth Vader in the background, but it's Legend of Zelda, so you've got Link standing there with his Master Sword, Zelda at his leg, Ganon in the background. It's a really, really fucking nice t-shirt, and it's one of the few that I want to buy. I normally see these t-shirts and go, yeah! I'm not going to buy that, but I'm considering buying this one, which is pretty cool. Adam Garstang, the absolute Jew, the absolute one. He shared a little GIF clip thing which says Hardcore Gamer, and it's a guy playing Ghost Squad in the arcade. If you've ever played Ghost Squad, it's fucking brilliant. You can get it for your Wii. I presume it works on your Wii U. Well, it will do. Great light gun game. But he's just going to town with it. He's ducking and covering, leaning over and shooting, fucking going mental. He's loving it. He's having a whale of a time. People around him, however, look a little bit scared. So, yeah. That's good. Go and check that shit out. Hello. Okay, my cat's being a prick. You joining in? No, you're not, are you? Get off. Right, okay. Tom O'Toole shared a series of animated GIFs. Animated GIFs called Son of a Glitch. And there's about 17 of them. In fact, I think there's exactly 17 of them. And they're all little GIFs of gaming glitches, and some of them are fucking mental. There's a hockey one which I quite like. There's nothing special, but there's the coach in the players area. He's stood there with his arms folded, not looking very, very, very happy. And then a upside down hockey player just flies past him, and he's like, and it's just fucking brilliant. I love that one anyway. It's the very, very first one as well of all. But yeah, they're very, very, very good. Very good. And Ariana had a proper roved at them. Chris Broderick says he's going to start writing reviews again for me. So thank you very much, Chris Broderick. Stick at it, mate. Good one. Everybody's had a sabbatical from writing reviews for me. Everybody's just sort of like, sorry, get me ass. Sorry, but it's good. He's going to get back on it. And so is Kenny Haslam. He's already mentioned that he's going to get back on it. So look for more content on the website soon. Johnny Floyd. I mean, we can't go a week without mentioning Johnny Floyd. He's like the king of memes. He's the meme queen. He's a meme. Flat Rock is the best. Yes, Flat Rock is funny as fuck. It was because he starts off for first like half a second. I'm like, what the fuck am I looking? Oh my god, it's a Pepper Thin Rock. But yeah, Johnny Floyd shared a picture. It must be photoshopped. It must be. But apparently it's a headline. Young Belfast woman shot in both legs for repeatedly sending out Candy Crush game requests. There's a certain person in this room, I'm not pointing any fingers, but sent out a lot of Candy Crush game requests. So fuck, I'm not in Ireland otherwise. Blah blah. It is the sound of blah blah. And that would have happened to my kneecaps. And I would have been able to walk. Then I would have had to take a sabbatical from work. An injury-induced sabbatical. So yeah. And sort of finally, I'll do finally here and then I'll see what's going on in the comments. Finally, don't forget, Darius Bird, a couple of weeks ago, in fact last week, he placed some pictures up of his Super Mario Maker. He did the first 4 levels of Manic Miner in Super Mario Maker. It's currently pinned in the group, so if you've got Super Mario Maker, please don't let all his effort go to waste. Go and check it out. Go and check out his levels and stuff. And if you like them, or even if you don't, just comment in and say thanks for the levels and congratulations and well done for all the effort and stuff like that. So that's currently still pinned at the top of the group, and that is all. Well, I could be fucking arsed doing, if I'm honest. I've got another review to write up in a minute. I'm editing 4 videos. I don't have much time. So what's going on over there and in the chat? Nothing's changed. There is another thing. Mr. Aaron Hughes has posted, what do you think, which one is your favourite game of 2015? There's a little post on there, it's a poll. If you join in on that, and if the game that you think is your favourite game of 2015, if it isn't on there, add it to the list and vote, and somebody else can go on there, and that's all good. So, seeing as you're all being quiet, and I'm trying to find the buttons to press, so there's that, and there's new releases, that's there. And we're going to move on to in closing. It's going to be time to finish. Yeah, Ariane seems drunk. In closing, thanks for watching. Thanks for posting in the group. Thanks for liking and subscribing. Thanks for following. If you'd like to support us in any way, if you can't, you can support us in many ways. We have Patreon up there. You can go and subscribe to us for as little as 70 pence a month, or 70 cents a month, or $1 as it might work out to be. We have Stream Tip if you'd like to just chuck some money at us and try and better this. I mean, my laptop is getting battered now. I need something with more USBs and more cameras and this and that and the other. But you can support us if you can't afford to support us with money. That isn't bad. That's no problem. You can support us by simply clicking subscribe when you're on YouTube and clicking like. And if you start watching the video, just let it play through, because it's not only the subscribers that you have, it's more how long the video runs. So if you start watching a video and you're at home and you're on your laptop and you're thinking, you know what, I'm just not feeling this week, just knock the silence, just silence it and open up another tab. That would really help us out. We like to get the views. Like I say, you can support us by clicking follow when you're watching on Twitch and coming on live. If you go to Twitter, you can follow us on there and help by just spreading the word. We're all good and we can all get bigger and we all get better. And there's hopefully something in the next week or so. There should be big news for me, and that would be the fact that I'm trying to get a Show Me Games Award going with the help of a couple of other different podcasts, Maximum Power Up and 10 Pence Arcade, and in association with Gamer and a few retro gamers and stuff like that. I'm trying at the moment to whittle out and sort out and see how I can do a game award. So the little poll that's on the group at the moment, that is me just putting some feelers out and seeing how that is. But once we got something not so much etched in stone, but once we have the blueprints to scribe onto the stone, I'll give you a bit more information. But this is what we're going to be doing. So anyway, thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Thanks for all the chat. I know it's only been 2 people today, but I know there's other people watching, because I thought when I had a look at users, I thought right then there was more people. Just there's a silent majority right there. So yeah, thank you very much. Take care. Bye, bitches.